Free Tommy Robinson. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ross. Massive round of applause for Ross. Now the next gentleman, extremely modest, but I would actually standing upwards. And he said to me, I said, what do you want me to say about it, Dad? He says, just say, I'm a proud Yorkshireman and a friend of Tommy Robinson. There's a lot more to Danny Lockwood than that, but a big massive round of applause for Danny Lockwood.
Hello, everyone. Wow. It isn't often we Yorkshire boys get down this road. A couple of things. Firstly, I'm following the priest and I should admit that I am a sinner. Because I, Danny Lockwood, am a journalist. And more than that, for over 40 years, I've been a member of the mainstream media. A little bit louder, please. Ooh! Heck, I've even worked on the BBC! Ooh! But what I always also have been is a colleague of Tommy Robinson for 2 years. I've worked with Tommy on two incidents in the state of silence. As an editor, I was once elected as an editor for Society Editor. And being recruited judges for lieutenant and final in the organisation. As such, it was a good position to accelerate today when I went on the BBC book. And I want to bring it today if Tommy would not be glad for service on today. In my 46 years as a journalist, I've seen the news and the injustice but never have I seen two worse than the ones that turn around for a movie. In 2018, I was there for 6 weeks by a we were locked up for weeks on end on a contempt of court charge that I can tell you now was not contempt of court. Indeed, if you remember the case, it was thrown out and Tommy was free. Such was the state of the British establishment that the Attorney General was instructed to go back and find something to get Tommy Robinson back in court, and they did. I sat in the Old Bailey in 2019 and I watched Dame Victoria Sharp tear up the 1981 Contempt of Court Act and rewrite it specifically to put our friend in jail. That was unheralded in the history of my 46 years as a journalist and an editor. I thought it couldn't get worse than that, but it did. In 2021, you'll remember that Tommy was in court for libel. He was bankrupt, he didn't have a lawyer. Judge in that case, Sir Matthew Nicklin, appointed me as what is called an accused friend. I sat by Tommy's side through that entire trial, helping him prepare his case, his defence, all the court documentation. And I thought I'd seen it all at the Old Bailey when they locked Tommy up. I hadn't seen it all. In that 2-week trial, a young man from Huddersfield came on the first morning, gave us somebody 40 minutes of evidence, and then disappeared for the rest of the trial. He did not face his accusers. That court, Sir Matthew Nicklin, heard from parents, teachers, a head teacher, social workers, Kirklees Council documentation about the character of that young man, Jamal Hijazi. At the end of it, 5 young people from Huddersfield came and gave evidence. 5 courageous young people. And after 3 months, Justice Matthew Nicklin was prepared to call us all back into court for his verdict. But he didn't. He found and he said of each one of those 5 children and those 7 teachers and parents that every single one of them lied. That's on the record, it's on the public record. He called every one of them a liar. And when he justified it, he finally told me guilty, he said this. Why do people lie? Who knows? People sometimes just lie. And with that, it destroyed Tommy's livelihood, it destroyed my faith in British justice, and it committed what, to me, was the biggest single injustice I've ever witnessed in my 46 years as a journalist. Tommy Robinson is a good man. I'm an ordinary journalist. Tommy Robinson, I can tell you, is an extraordinary journalist, good man, a good patriot, and for one mainstream media journalist, I salute you, Tommy. Thank you very much. For Tommy, real quick. This is what I understand is this space that we all have as a group. This is a and in Parliament Street. That's a testament to the patriotism of everybody that's standing here. Give yourselves a massive round of applause. Look at the flags. We've got Israeli flags, we've got Irish flags, we've got English flags, we've got Ulster flags, we've got American flags. This is Royal Britain. Now, there's a gentleman that doesn't need an introduction now. He always comes to every demonstration in mantle and dress. He is the gentleman of the movement. He is the intellect of the movement. He is known as Sargon of Akkad or Carl Benjamin. Give him a massive round of applause.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It never gets old seeing such huge crowds. That's what they know. We haven't got very much good news recently, though, do we? Stephen E. Yaxley Lennon, as the news likes to call him. Tommy Robinson, as we heard, has of course been police. As, just to be clear, I'm going to quote some notes, so it's fake news. He was charged with one count of failing to provide his PIN to his mobile phone under the Terrorist Act, which is just unbelievable. There's no evidence, of course, that a reasonable man would suggest that Tommy Robinson is a terrorist. This is outrageous. That's not going to hold him, the whole him into court. And every act the state makes is a choice. There is a will behind it, the person in charge of it. And I think you can quite easily compare it to some of the other choices that the state makes. For example, Keir Starmer decided to release thousands of prisoners as soon as he came into power. One of them he released 2 days ago, a man called Isaac Donker, who was otherwise known as Young Diz, a gang member and drill rapper who was imprisoned in 2019 for enlisting 4 other men to kidnap, torture and ransom a 16-year-old boy. He served 5 years of his sentence and Keir Starmer decided that he should be back on the streets. The detective inspector at the time, according to the Telegraph, said, quote, I believe that removing Donko from the streets of Newham has done a great deal to reduce serious violence in the borough. And I believe him. He was released early by Keir Starmer because he is not a threat to Keir Starmer's insane plan for this country. Peter Lynch was a threat to Keir Starmer's plan, to the current ruling order. Peter Lynch was, of course, before his suicide in prison, a grandfather who took part in Southport riots. He was jailed for 2 years and 8 months for, as Sky News tell us, shouting racist and provocative remarks at police officers. He called asylum seekers child killers, and he was then called the police scum, and had a placard calling globalist organisations and politicians corrupt. The level of harm involved in each of these cases is self-evidently different and speaks very clearly to the two-tier nature of Britain. This is what it is like to have state power waged against you. This is what it is like to know that your government serves something other than the people of the country. you will receive no grace from how the state is constituted at the moment. In fact, they openly despise you and they will tell you so. Notice how swiftly Keir Starmer politicised the Southport riots. The very first day, far right. The next day, racist. What are those words? What do they mean? These are exclusionary words. These are words designed to put you into the second category, to show that you do not enjoy the same rights as everyone else. That's what they're doing. So what kind of country does this create? Well, an oppressive one, an unfair one, but also a decaying one, a third world one, where politicians take their gifts and their bribes while the rest of the people are impoverished. The creeping socialist government that began under Tony Blair is finding its final realisation over Keir Starmer. For the first time since the Black Death, England is becoming poorer. We are being slowly but surely immiserated by design. If democracy can be defined as people getting what they voted for, then we haven't been a democracy for quite some time. We've been voting against mass immigration for decades. We have been voting against tax increases for decades. We have been voting against the increase of the administrative state for decades. And yet, now we are saddled with the most unpopular Labour government in history that intends to increase all of these things. They're going to continue the agenda of mass immigration. But what problem does that solve? What is solved by the overpopulation of Britain? We have now 15 million more people than when this began. Do we feel that we have fewer or more problems at this point? They're going to continue to raise our taxes. I don't know about you, but I'm dreading the next budget. When does this end? When will it ever be enough? There is a black hole that will never fill because they're trying to provide national services on an international scale. It can never end. We do not have enough money. And they're going to continue trying to micromanage every aspect of our lives. When we think they're ladies and gentlemen, I'm leaving this thing. All of these are basically community segmentation. We have to use our vote. The power of selection is still with us. We must choose different parties. We must have it in our minds that it is unthinkable ever to vote for a blue, red, or yellow rosette ever again. And I'm sure I don't need to mention the Greens or anyone. You know, this is the only way out of this. We must commit to parties that are for the people rather than for some external value. Because they will turn that, as they are doing with the NHS, into an idol that will be ordered over you and you will be conscripted into its maintenance when it was set up to serve you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Colin. I just want you to look on the screen. If everybody could just look on the screen, what do you see on the screen? Years ago, when the Beatles played massive stadiums, women came forward, and dare I say it, threw their knickers at the stage. Well, there's a pair of knickers in the audience that sums up the Labour Party. Labour are hats! A good friend of mine, he's come all the way from the United States of America. He's Tommy Robinson's best friend in the United States of America. He's an absolute legend. He's a massive Trump supporter. He's a fantastic speaker. Give it up for Don Keith! Woo! Everyone say woo! Hello, England. Those of you who don't know who my name is. Don Keith, and I got to tell you, if Keir Starmer thought he was going to put a damper on this event by putting England's greatest voice in lockup, he had another thing coming. Everybody say, Keir Starmer can kiss my ass. So I've told this story a couple of times, but I want to say it because I've never said it to 100,000 people before. You know, great heroes come along maybe once in a generation if you're lucky. You got your Winston Churchills, you got your William Wallaces in the United States, you have people like Martin Luther King. You know, they don't come around a lot. Now in America, we have one this generation. We got lucky. We have a guy named Donald Trump. Maybe you heard his name before. But here you got another guy who I call the working class Donald Trump of Great Britain, and his name is Tommy Robinson. So the way I see it, you know, I see online a lot of people say, well, I can't wait to get out of here. I'm going to go to America. I'm going to go somewhere else. We all have to stay and fight for our countries. Because if we don't, at some point, there's not going to be anywhere to run to. So we have a choice to make. You guys have a choice to make. Years from now, generations from now, we can sit around a fire, scrap up whatever little bit of food you can find, and you can reminisce with your grandchildren about what a great free country Great Britain used to be. Or you can tell them that today England is still free because you fought with people like Tommy Robinson and the great patriots that are here today. And the people who are on this stage today, it's going to be you people who save this nation, mark my word. Now I've got something I want to read to you. Tommy asked me to read this to you guys. You know, I was with him yesterday. I felt honored to be one of the ones he asked to escort him to the police station yesterday. But he asked me to read this, and I'm not going to let him down. It's a poem I wrote. And I wrote it as it pertains to America, but it could go to any Western country right now. You can apply it to yourselves. I guess I'd like to ask you guys, how many of you have ever been online or even out in public, someone called you a racist or a white supremacist simply because you espoused your personal conservative beliefs? Show of hands, who's ever been called a racist on social media? Yeah, a lot of you out here. So I wrote this for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a poem. It's called The Liberty Thief. If I were a racist, I'd come up with a plan. I'd give them just enough money so they wouldn't need a man. The father rebuked, but the mother will miss him when all of her sons are raised by the system. And what would I call this act of piety? I know, I'll call it the Great Society. No need for family. I'll take God out of schools. You can worship the government, just obey all the rules. But to be a great racist, I need to find a way to decrease the numbers of black, brown, and, hey, abortion. But with a little more stealth, I'll fool the whole world and call it women's health. But still some will be born, so we'll need to confuse them. We could turn men into women and women into men. I think that'll do it. That'll do the trick, but still there will be others. We'll need to make them sick with food or drugs. Well, surely in time, we could also infest their neighborhoods with crime. And the people will love me, no matter what the fuss is, because I'll do all of these things and call it justice. Now, this plan will cost money. I'll impose more tax on the people who already break their backs. Who cares? They can nickel and dime it, and get this, I'll blame it all on the climate. No more comfort, no more convenience, no more oil, no gasoline. It's going to be amazing. This is a hell of a plan. Why even worry about the color of a man? Black, white, gay, or straight? For total control, I need to stir up hate and divide every single person by their civil beliefs. They might even call me the liberty thief, because I'll take all their freedoms, and it'll be tough, I confess. How will I do it? I'll use the press. They'll spread the word and the propaganda for years, until one day, a new virus appears. That's when the BCs really hits the fan blades, because I'll have force vaccines and mask mandates. I could shut down schools and control elections, stuff all the ballots, section by section. And poverty will replace the American dream while the oligarch siphons the war machine. But if I'm really gonna do this, if I'm really gonna own it, I need to get rid of my political opponents. I could twist the laws and accuse them of crimes. It shouldn't be too hard when the judges are mine. Not to mention the prosecution. This is how it's done, man. Screw the Constitution. But for my masterpiece and my greatest iteration, I'll replace every patriot with illegal immigration. So that's it, that's how I'll do it, and with the competition gone, I'll be a shoo-in. So, a racist and a tyrant, well, don't call me that. I need to be discreet. Call me a Democrat. Thank you very much for having me. I love you guys. God bless Tommy Robinson.
Right, we're going to watch a very, very short video, and then we're going to have our guests from France. Give a massive round of applause to these ladies that have come all the way from France. They're fighting against what's going on, the oppression of women in France by migrant communities. Give a massive round of applause for them. We're going to watch a video, then we're going to bring them on to talk. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Melissa, I'm 27 and I'm from Nantes in France. I am an activist and spokesperson for the Nemesis Collective. First, we would like to thank Tommy Robinson and the event organizers for inviting us. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to speak. The Nemesis Collective was created 5 years ago by 7 young women who were tired of mainstream feminism. This feminism is hypocritical. They pretend different women, but they refuse to talking about certain aggressors. If no one talks about the real dangers for women, then we will. We talk about all forms of violence against women, regardless of the aggressor. But we do notice a recurring pattern in immigrant representation among these aggressors. We fight against the growing insecurity, judicial laxity, and against regressive and patriarchal cultures brought in France by immigration. Immigration is a big problem and we are not afraid to say it. We do impactful actions to wake people up and to make politicians take responsibility. Because of this, we are called racist, but we speak the truth, and daily facts show that we are right. Today, we are 150 activists in France, Belgium, and Switzerland, fighting to make the truth heard. Hello, my name is Yuna. I'm 20 years old, and I am the spokesperson for the Nemesis Collective. I decided to take action because I didn't want to stay inactive while women in France face insecurity. About a year ago, you may have seen the Dazed magazine cover. It featured 3 French Muslim women wearing abayas in the color of the French flag. But you may have also seen our response. Along with 2 friends, we created our own version. We posed just like the woman in the original cover, but wearing blue, white and red dresses instead of abayas. I wore a dress that was a bit shorter to show a sense of freedom that the woman on the original cover didn't seem to have. This was important to us because France is a secular country and French women are free. Our flag should not be represented by clothing that symbolizes women's submission. On April 9, I was placed on police custody for 8 hours for holding a sign that said, "Foreign rapists out." It's hard to understand why I was treated like a criminal for simply pointing out a tragic reality. How can anyone be prosecuted for trying to warn people about these dangers? Why does our system punish those who speak out instead of focusing on the real safety problem? It's unfair. At Nemesis, we will not stay silent. Our goal is clear. We must remind everyone that women's safety comes first. We have one simple message. Free us from immigration. Thank you.
Hello, Great Britain. My name is Anaïs and I am also a spokesperson from Collective Nemesis. It's a great pleasure to be here, but I must tell you, English is not my mother tongue. Please be kind if I make any mistake in your beautiful language. I've always been fascinated by the history of England, the architecture, the heritage, churches, museums, etc. So in 2012, I came here to study English. I fell in love with your city. But that passion was suddenly destroyed one night at the exit of Edgware Station on the Bakerloo line. That night, I was sexually assaulted by 3 men of Pakistani origin. They were loitering while attacking me, as my fear was a kind of joke or game. They wanted to control my frozen body. But by some miracle, a man entered, pushed them away, and saved me right before they raped me. Thank you. Who knows what they could have done? Without him, I might not have been here today to share my story. In short, I returned to France the next day, thinking being with my family will be enough. What a mistake. Do you know that 63% of sexual violence offenders in public transport in Paris are from foreigners? I'm tired of seeing our daughters, our mothers and our sisters raped, attacked and murdered. We refuse to turn a blind eye to reality, to be silenced. This must stop. Immigration is killing the French people, the British people, European and West. Ladies and gentlemen, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, we need you. It's now or never. I ask you to rise up and stop being spectators to the destruction of our own people. Your daughter, your son, our civilization needs you. Join us. Together, let's raise our voices to defend the rights, safety and freedom of European women. Let this movement cross borders and close them to those who do not respect our values. One of the solutions I'm proposing today is to start a Nemesis branch here in London. Join us, come speak to us, follow us on social media, and together, let's expose what English women are also going through. Let's defend our civilization together. Thank you, Great Britain. We never forget. No, France loves you.
Viva la France! Merci, merci! Merci.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm 27 years old and I'm from Nantes, a city in western France. My city has been governed for the past 10 years by a Tory mayor and a so-called feminist mayor. Her feminism is about naming streets after women. That's not feminism. Even less when security is neglected. Assaults and harassments are skyrocketing. Numbers are alarming. Women like me feel forced to take extra precautions when going out. We're carrying pepper spray, avoiding public transport at night, and sharing locations with friends every day. The mayor's only response to tackling insecurity has been to put surveillance cameras. But it only feels like a small band-aid on a gaping wound. Meanwhile, trafficking and drug-related crimes have taken root in the very heart of the city. The prosecutor of Nantes has even stated that many of the offenders who are involved in serious crimes come from Africa, and they show little interest in integrating. This isn't just my story, it's Europe's story. It's our story. This is the reality for every woman in major city in Europe.
Yes.
Is this really the Europe we want to keep living in and pass on to future generations? We are all here today because we will understand how important it is to stand up against the people in power who are imposing on us immigration and silence. Thank you, London.
Wow, some amazing stories and amazing testimonies there. And this is the fight that we're in. It's not just the fight for our country, it's the fight for our women. And every single man in this crowd should be ready to fight and die for their women, for their daughters, their wives, their girlfriends. And that's what true feminism is all about. I want to ask a question. How many people in this crowd support reform? Put your hands up if you support reform. How many people? It's gone down since the last demo. How many people in this crowd support Tommy Robinson? There you have it, Nigel. Well, the reality is the next speaker, Mr. Richard Shaw, found out you can't do both. He stood for Tommy Robinson, he lost his position in reform, he stood on principle, and he stood for what was right. Give it up for Richard Shaw.
Hello! Well, I don't think you lot are as nervous as I am. I've never seen this many people before. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you. I thought Tommy Robinson was a racist, because that's what the media told me. And people are asking me during the election, do you support Tommy Robinson?
Why don't you fucking
shut up? I looked into it after the election, and guess what? He's not a racist, obviously. So, I did a video, and I apologised. I never actually thought it'd see it. And he shared it.
I want to hear this man speak. I don't hear your double kick going on. Fuck off. That's a total loss. You're the cunt.
Well, I stand up for the truth.
You're on the railway.
And reform, they said they stood up for the truth. That was what they ran on. They were going to do politics differently. But they don't. Reform UK is just like the Conservatives. So, do you support the next election? I know who here is going to support UKIP? Brilliant. That's what I like to hear. Now, later on, I know Nick is going to be speaking, Nick Tanconi from UKIP. And I just want to give him my unconditional support and say that what he's planning on doing with UKIP and what he wants to do with this country, I agree with. Completely. It is time to stop the boats. It is time to stop illegal immigration. This is not about race, this is about culture, this is about the survival of our nation. So, I'm going to ask you one more time, who's going to vote UKIP? Thank you, everybody. Let's do this, let's save our nation. Thank you, Tommy. Free Tommy Robinson! Tommy Robinson! Brilliant.
School children on camera, there are serious allegations of children who say you were involved in the rape and prostitution of them. If you were a kingpin, you have them trafficked. Maybe you see here, I wasn't questioned about allegations of child rape and rape and profile going to the kingpin, house rituals and master himself.
One of 3 age of girls who do not know each other, all consenting in these statements that you have been involved in their trafficking and in their prostitution.
We have accusations that you trafficked young children. You trafficked young children, you were the kingpin, you chose who they were raped on. You prostituted. She thought you was, you dragged her knickers off her when she was 12 years old in a house next door to a mosque.
Look at this, like, just connected.
What were you doing hanging around with 13-year-old school children? You put on your car bonnet and you raced off because you were angry because you had been sleeping with your best friend Kim's underage girlfriend. Men in this town, Pakistanani men in this town got away with destroying young girls' rights. And now, you're famous. You don't know who you are.
Yes, London! So, I've been watching videos on my phone of the other protests that are going on around London. They don't seem very happy, they don't seem very kind, they don't seem very peaceful, and they're all wearing face masks. Now, when I'm looking around at you lovely people, I can't see any hostility or aggravation, and I can't see any face masks. You know why? Because you're all proud to be here, and you're all proud of yourself! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! And excuse the pronunciation if I get it wrong. My French ain't that good. But next up is Eric Ross. I can't even pronounce that. Sorry, Eric Mauvais. Ah oui, oui!
Thank you, beaux voisins. Hello, patriots. Hello, my friends. Hello, dissidents. Hello, fighters. Hello, British people. Sorry, I'm French, so I speak now French. J'ai fait le voyage depuis ma Vendée, en France, où nous menons le même combat que vous. En Vendée, en France, comme dans toute l'Europe, tous nos problèmes sont aggravés par l'immigration. À l'école, le logement, le chômage, le vivre ensemble, les déficits sociaux et l'ordre public. Quand les gouvernements importent des migrants musulmans en masse, eh bien vous vous retrouvez avec l'islam. Les mosquées, les burkinis, le halal et la charia. Les enfants anglais comme les enfants français peuvent être à la merci de criminels barbares. La question qui se pose à vous est la suivante. Les jeunes Anglais vont-ils accepter de vivre en minorité sur la terre de leurs ancêtres? Nous aimerions tous que nos pays redeviennent comme autrefois. L'immigration record non désirée que connaissent nos pays
suscite partout des oppositions de plus en plus vives, comme ici et maintenant à Londres, ce samedi 26 octobre 2024. Notre mécontentement doit mettre la pression sur les gouvernements pour qu'ils durcissent leur politique et endiguent la vague migratoire. Nous souhaitons vivement qu'ils comprennent le message. L'Union européenne porte une grande responsabilité et l'Union européenne doit répondre rapidement à nos inquiétudes. C'est maintenant ou jamais. It's now or never. Soutenez et vive Tommy Robinson. It's now or never. Mes amis, le combat et la résistance de rue est indispensable pour faire pression, mais n'oublions pas la force démocratique des urnes. C'est le seul moyen de faire vraiment un changement des choses. Vous êtes courageux et volontaires. Bravo à vous. Nous allons gagner. C'est maintenant ou jamais. Vive la Grande-Bretagne, vive la France. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Hello, London.
Hello.
So, I'm going to keep this really short today. Now, some of you may have seen an interview we done recently with Tommy Robinson in Spain. Now, it was an emotional interview, and if I'm honest, it was an emotional weekend. Something that I want to say is that I know 100% fact that when Tommy hears the amount of people that turned out today, he is going to be so proud of every single one of you. The other thing that I want to say, as much as a terrible situation it is for Tommy right now, sitting in a cell, I can guarantee you, with how you've all turned out and how you've all behaved, he is going to be sitting there with a massive smile on his face. So every single person here, you've done Tommy proud, you've done yourself proud, but more importantly, you've done the country proud. Give yourselves a round of applause.
We had the great honour of escorting Tommy back to Britain. He didn't need to come. He did not need to come, but he did. He did because he wanted to send a message to that building there and that shithouse there. He broke down in front of me several times on the interview, but he's not a broken man, and nor should he be. He should be the most proudest man, patriot in this country today. One of the questions...
Tommy Robinson. Whoa, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! Oh, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! Oh, Tommy, Tommy!
One of the questions that I had to put to Tommy was this. What about Reform UK? And Nigel Farage? He has stabbed us all in the back. He stabbed each and every one of you in the back. And what we thought was going to be our chance to get into power has turned out to be, yet again, another political stitch-up. I'm going to introduce you now to a man that can get us out of that mess. He's not going to buckle, he's not going to bend, and he's the next UKIP leader, Nick Tanconi. So please put your hands together
and give Nick a warm, warm welcome as we do. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I have a question. Where is Nigel Farage? Why isn't he here? He isn't here because he isn't right-wing. He isn't here because he isn't radical. He isn't here because he doesn't want to associate himself with Tommy Robinson. He isn't here because he doesn't want to associate himself with you. We all know now that Nigel and Reform are playing the long game. We don't have time for political games. We are in crisis. We need action now. Where Reform stumbles and shies away from the difficult conversations, UKIP will say it as it is. Detain and deport all illegal invaders. Detain and deport all Islamists. Detain and deport all migrants who are here to colonise. Detain and deport all those who refuse to assimilate. We are shifting the Overton window. You don't shift the window by playing the long game. It is a lie. You shift the window with truth, with courage, with bravery, with fearless leadership. You shift the window by saying it as it is and calling out the evil in front of you, regardless of the consequences. That inspires, that motivates. Ladies and gentlemen, you are more powerful than you know. You are the soldiers in this battle. You are not powerless. But who is willing to stand up and fight? I am recruiting community leaders who are ready to stand and ready to fight and take their country back. I am sick of the outrage without political action. It is time, friends, time to take back control. It is time, friends, to wake up to the reality of what it is going to take to make our families and those who shed blood to once again be proud of us. It is time, friends, to pick a side. It is time to take back the control, and it is time to take back our country. The communists, the Islamists, the Marxists, the leftists, these people try to silence you by smearing you. They use their fear and propaganda tactics to shut you up. It is now clear from our grassroots to our elderly, the vast majority now endorse our policies. The problem is they have never had a political voice brave enough to say it as it is. Well, today, fear no longer controls us. We control fear. UKIP will be your political voice. Let us stand together. Let us stand up for the 40% who do not vote and who have given up. Let us give them hope. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you, asking you to join me in the new right and to stand for justice. To the political liberal elite, I say this: there will be no mercy, there will be no diplomacy, and there will be no surrender. Let me make it absolutely clear to the liberal elite traitors: UKIP is coming for you, and we will have justice for your crimes against the British people. Friends, let us talk solutions. Let us rid our nation of communist parasites, of the Islamists, of the migrants who are here to colonise, and of those who refuse to assimilate. And let us deport the 5 million people who do not deserve to be here. Friends, let us offer the British people a referendum on the death penalty. With your permission, I want to transform this great patriotic movement into real political action and change. Let us rebuild Britain for our children and our children's future. Let us show the liberal establishment that we will not take any more, and we are not their slaves. Let us stand together and break free of the globalist shackles and show them that they dare not make the British people angry. To two-tier Keir, I say this: you can send your thugs to beat us. You can lock us up. You can martyr us as you have done our political prisoners, but you will never silence us. No two-tier Keir, Keir Starmer, you will bend the knee to the British people. If you lend us your vote and grant UKIP the opportunity, I will lead you, ladies and gentlemen. The new right rises, and as God is my witness, we will take our country back, and when we do, it will be for his glory. In 5 years' time, we vote our way out of this. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Well, that got the juices flowing, didn't it? And I do like a leader with a good haircut. And after a powerful political speech like that, I don't know about you, but I like a little bit of music. So let me welcome on the stage, Ross the Don.
Let's go. Come on, Ross. Let's do it. Yes, Ross. Let's go. Big up, big up.
I'm not making that mistake again. So, following on from that, it's a great speech, by the way. If in doubt, kick them out. That's what I'll say. Anyway, this song is about our children's future. You know, to pray for our children because we don't deserve this. Anyway. Pray for our children, they don't deserve it. Reading a few bad letters disturbing. Burning our churches, spreading the urges. And believe when I say you gotta be blind not to see what's behind, what's behind. I've broken this heart, this kid, down to the ground. With let off the hook, makes me happy to fuck. Time to make a change, looking so still is corrupt. Courts are a weapon to keep us in place. Pray for our children, they don't deserve this. We do to you bad men. in the storm, destiny, all the sat down sad and alone, struggling with me, frozen to the bone. All this fuck country does is keep fucking me alone. I pray for ashes, burning ashes, thank you very much. I am Ross Dunn. Cheers, guys.
Testing, there we go, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hmar Singh.
Good evening, Britain. You're not surprised to see a brown man in this racist rally talking on the stage as per mainstream media that you are hooligans, racist, you want me out from this country. Is this right? Are you listening to dear care? You are wrong. They are not here to throw immigrants out. They don't want those immigrants who are not contributing, who are raping this country. So, wake up. My fellow patriots, my English is not my first language and it's broken. Broken as this Great Britain right now. But my English cannot be mended. It's not possible. But we can make Great Britain again with your help. That is doable. Tommy is fighting for everyone from last 20 years. He's given his youth, his family. He sacrificed everything. For what? Not for himself, for this country to make it great again. But what this establishment done with him? They put him in the prison again, and again. Why? Because they don't want you guys to hear what is the truth. He's telling you something from last 20 years, what this country is going to face if we don't wake up. I tell you one thing, I took asylum in this country 28 years ago. I ran from Afghanistan because we were prosecuted, getting killed, getting raped. And this country gave me everything. And today what I saw, every day boats of those rapists coming in here and getting accommodation from the two-tier care, money, iPhones, everything. For what? To rape you. They've done that with us, now they will do it with you. They're not letting you know who is coming on the boats. They are the dangerous people, unvetted people. Tommy tried to wake you up, but this government is trying to silence him. They don't want to let you know what danger is coming next to your door. Tommy steps in the den of the lion, even knowing that he will be prosecuted, get killed, whatever going to happen to him. But he done it for who? He done it for you. What's he going to get from going into prison? Nothing. He done everything for people of Great Britain to make Great Britain again. You need to go back to your homes. Think, what's best for the country? Who is best to run this country? You need those political parties who think about native Britons. They give preference to British people first, not me. I came here because I choose to came here. Nobody called me in this country. I choose, many more choose to come here for better life. I came here, I made my word. I tried. I got a big community. But for that community today, I am a traitor. They call me a traitor. I am not traitor. This is my country and I have to give back to this country. I am loyal to this country. So every immigrant should be loyal to this country. If they want to live with the community, go fucking back. If you are in this country, your loyalty to stay with this country. This country gave us a lot, and it's time for us immigrants to pay back. Good evening, Britain, and once more, Tommy Robinson, please sing for me. Hey, Tommy Robinson. Again. Tommy stood for us, all of us. Now time for us is to stood for Tommy. Free Tommy. We have to raise our hand. Free Tommy. We have put one Tommy behind the bars, but today we can see hundreds of Tommy over here. God bless Great Britain. God bless us all. Thank you all.
Big love, my brother, big love. Okay, so as we come to the final hour or so of the day, and what a glorious day it's been, it's time for a blessing. Have we got a priest in the house? Father Philip Harris, do your magic, sir.
So will you afford me the opportunity of declaring a blessing over you? Before I do that, if anybody is interested in an eyewitness account of Jesus, left and right of the sides here at the wings, there will be people with Gospels of John that they can actually give to you if you want to avail yourself of the good news of Jesus. Let me declare a blessing over you. Go forth in peace. Go into the world and be of good courage. Hold fast to that which is good. Render to no one evil for evil. Support the weak. Strengthen the faint-hearted. Show love to everyone. Love and serve the Lord, rejoicing in the power of His might. And the blessing of Almighty God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit be upon you, remain with you, and with those whom you love, now and evermore. Amen.
Right now it's really a battle between good and evil that we are facing in our country. And we know that this side we are on is certainly the side of good. Now when Tommy spoke to us about today's event, there was one song that he specially requested. And if we listen to the lyrics of this song as we sing it, it's more relevant than ever. You can even hear the lyrics applying to Tommy right now in his situation. And we just want to honor and respect every serviceman and woman that's here today. We can clap our hands for our servicemen and women in here today. This song is 100 years old, but it's as relevant today as it ever has been. It's called I Vow Thee to My Country. All earthly things are but the suffering, and soul by soul and silently her shining bounds increase, and her ways are ways of gentleness, and all her paths are peace. Come on! Come on, somebody, we vow to our country. This is our nation. This is our land. We'll not be moved. We will not surrender. With them flags in the air. And soul by soul and silently her shining bounds increase, and her ways are ways of gentleness, and all her paths are peace. Come on, somebody, make some noise in this place. Let them know that we're here. Let them know that we're going nowhere. There's something special about this movement. I have people that have came here for the first time and never been to political rallies, and they said there's a feeling of unity in this place. There's a feeling of love and togetherness, a feeling of harmony and peace. It's very unique, and we should appreciate it, and we should appreciate one another as well. Let's clap our hands for everybody here today. Now this song is 200 years old, written by a great British poet called Sir William Blake. And this song is more relevant now than ever before. And as we sing it today, we sing it as a battle cry. That Jerusalem was built in this great land here. And right now it's our duty, every one of us here today, to rebuild Jerusalem in this land. We are great because we were built on a solid foundation. And that solid foundation was Jesus Christ. It was Christianity. And we can never move away from it. We need to rebuild Jerusalem now. We need to stand on that solid rock that is Christianity. This is our time and our moment. Let's put our flags in the air, wave our flags. Did those things, and did those. We're building Jerusalem in this land. We will succeed. We will never fail. And we declare this today. Bring me my bow of burning gold. Bring me my arrows of peace. Bring me my spear, all clouds unfold. Bring me my chariot of fire. This is important. From men to fight, nor shall my sword sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant. Come on! With the flags in the air, we will never be moved. Jerusalem is rising again in this land. Christianity is rising, and we'll be united on the solid rock. And
Check, check. Yeah, I'm too short for that mic anyway. Wow! Powerful. So this is the last word from me. This is where I dish out some thank yous. Thank you to everyone that's organised this today. Thank you to the police that are standing behind us, keeping us safe from Antifa. Woo! Thank you to all the singers and the speakers. Thank you for Tommy. Thank you to Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. He has galvanised all of you here today. He has brought all of you together in harmony. Yes, he has. And have you had a good time? And thank you for coming.
Yes, Liam.
And I just want to ask one thing. Please, for the love of God, get home to your families safe and be peaceful on your return. London, I fucking love you! Thank you! And now it's time for the lovely dancers to see us off. I'll see you on the other side.
Mr. Dancers.
Well, you might think that that's the show over, but it's not. Does anybody want some more? Do you want another song? Do you want another song that everybody will know really, really well? Don Keith, as you all know, published a tribute to Tommy Robinson. We said to Tommy, because Tommy's a bit embarrassed by the song, to be brutally honest with you, we said to Tommy, if you go to prison, we're going to play this song as a tribute to do. Hit play, let's press the song for Tommy Robinson, and then I'll close.
So how many of you have ever been in a music video before? Hold on, can you kill it? Can you kill it? Can you kill it? So we're going to close, but this is going to be the footage. We're going to use this in the official music video, so you guys are all going to be in it, so I need you to get as involved as you possibly can. So I'm just going to kind of pantomime to the music, but we're gonna all celebrate Tommy with this song right now, and then we're going to use it to make a video, okay? Everybody good? Let's do it, baby. You guys are beautiful. Thank you so much.
Shady, Shae.
I love you. Thank God. Give John a massive round of applause. Just want to finally thank everybody that's come. Thank you guys for coming. Thank Tommy and Urban Scoop for making this possible. I want to thank all the security teams. I want to thank all the stewards. I want to thank Tony and Kaz and Paul and Andy and Archie. Give them a massive round of applause. They do all the work in the background. Thank Paul for doing the sound. Who's had a good day today? There's still thousands of people here. We've been here for hours. It's been an amazing day. I want to ask you to do one thing. When you leave, I want you all leave in the direction of Victoria Street. So that's turning round, going the way you came. I want you to go exactly the way you came. I want you to start leaving now. The show's over. It's been a brilliant day. We want everybody to disperse peacefully and in an orderly manner. And we'll do it all again really soon to free Tommy Robinson.
You can go this way or you can go back that way.
Cheers. Excuse me, lad. Is that your charging? Oh, yeah. Lovely to
What's your channel? I'll show you the show. Who? Shady Shae.
Whereabouts are you?
There's a station.
Oh, that's on the coast going out.
Shady. Good job, bro.
Finally got to meet the government.
Take care. Yeah, thank you. Where did you go back to? Yeah. Have a drink. Well, we're not a million miles away. No, we're only allowed to go drinking. Yeah. I'll come back to that. Let's do.
Up to you. With Alright, good to see you.
Come, let me get a picture of you. Stay there, stay there. Where you moving for, man? You ugly man. You enjoyed it?
Can you get one more picture with me and my mum, please?
Yeah?
Shady is one of the best.
Yeah, come in, come in. Shady Shae, yeah? No, you're right. No, hand it in to somebody in the front.
Come on. I keep seeing you every one.
Watching your channel, how you doing? I'm live at the minute. What do you think of the event today? First one, isn't it? Yeah, from Manchester. Your first one, isn't it? You've been to? No, my second one. I was at the last one. This one was sick. I don't know how big it was, but I'm sure
You will take it on your home party. I've had one.
Cheers, buddy. You did well, yeah? Thanks a lot, man. Nice to meet you, bro. Can I have a picture?
Scott. Hi, Scott. Scott, he's lost your ticket.
Safe reform, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can definitely. Oh, no problem at all. Nice to see you. Take care. Oh, thank you. I just drive. I've never went follow and then I follow back. I can leave my I don't trust them that much. I don't trust the machine that much at all.
I went round the extra one, which they didn't expect to see there. And I just appeared and I walked down. And as they ran off, I turned around and there's two blokes. No, I'm like, yeah. Do you know what? I was on my own. When I was going to,
I prefer driving.
I was like, yeah, I see what happened. He said to me, "You what? When's that?"
Alan!
Oh, 2 weeks.
Wait, then sharper. I'm not going. Hold up, hold up. Now 8th of December. Yeah, all right, bro. 8th of December. Cheers. I'm not going, mate.
Who's she?
He was lovely. He was very peaceful. It was like a family day out, you know what I mean? Okay. The event wasn't even like a protest. Like, it wasn't really like a rally. It was just like an event, you know, like we came for gathering. Alright, gathering for like many people. Okay, yeah, they said quite a lot of things. I know some people might be like, okay, that's too harsh, but at the end of the day, it's about truth. Alright, speak the truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Alright, absolutely. That's what it's all about. Peaceful. There was no stress at all. Somebody came to try to cause some issues, but she was taken out. I mean, not honestly taken out. She was removed from the place. Yeah, but all in all, and then now it's time to be back home. So, yeah, everybody stay safe, be good. Hopefully, come for the next one. And as you can see, look, peaceful, absolutely peaceful, calm. Please enjoy it as well. As you can see, we love this. Okay, time to go home. Time to bust out and go home. So, love you guys. Take care. See you in my next video. Peace out.